Englishmen in decent clothing could walk almost anywhere in Whitehall Palace, even passing through the king's antechamber, a practice that European nobility considered to be far beyond vulgar, deep into the realm of the bizarre. Even so, Daniel had never been down this defile, which had always seemed not a good place for a young Puritan to go. This is 12 feet. The Holbein Gate would lead to a King Street, which would take them to a sort of pied-à-terre that Pepper's had in that quarter. But instead, the driver chivied his team around a difficult left turn and into a dark downhill passage, barely wider than the coach itself, that cut behind Banqueting House and drained towards the river.
Go.
Yeah, 18 feet.
How much?
18. Okay? The Holbein Gate would lead to King Street, which would take them to a sort of pied-à-terre that Pepys had in that quarter. But instead, the driver chivied his team around a difficult left turn and into a dark downhill passage, barely wider than the coach itself, that cut behind the Banqueting House and drained towards the river. 24 feet. The Holbein Gate would lead to King Street, which would take them to a sort of pied-à-terre that Pepys had in that quarter. But instead, the driver chivied his team around a difficult left turn and into a dark downhill passage, barely wider than the coach itself, that cut behind the Banqueting House and drained towards the river. 24 feet, 90 degrees. The Holbein Gate would lead to King Street, which would take them to a sort of pied-à-terre that Pepys had in that quarter. But instead, the driver chivied his team around a difficult left turn and into a dark downhill passage. 24 feet and 120 degrees. The Holbein Gate would lead to King Street, which would take them to a sort of pied-à-terre that Pepys had in that quarter. But instead, the driver chivied his team around a difficult left turn and into a downhill passage barely wider than the coach itself.
It's on, it's on, it's on. For sure it's on. I can see that it's on. No problem.
Move it down a little bit.
Moving it down, moving it up, moving it down, moving it down, moving it up, moving it up, moving it right, moving it left. I don't know what to say, but we're standing outside. My reporting thing. Let's see, what news do we have today? We have news that the weather is turning into summer on this very nice September day. And I'm going to move the microphone down, all the way down here, and see if it's any better. And then I'm going to move it all the way up here to see if it can still hear me. And maybe I'll move it to that side, whatever that side is. And all the way over to here to this side to see if this side is. Cancel.
Sorry, it's recording again.
Okay, well this is the shotgun setting or whatever it is. And then this is the bent setting. I don't know if it's any different. We'll see if it's any different if I go like this or like that, or like if I put it down all the way down here, or if I put it all the way up here, or if I talk straight into it. This is probably the best. My daddy is so far away, 25 feet or something like that. Time to say goodbye. La la la. The scene again, take 2. Daddy's so far away, 25 meters or so. Time to say goodbye. La 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 la. Doo dee doo dee dum dee doo.
Cool. Is it on shotgun or
It's on shotgun.
Huh?
Okay.
Is it shotgun or no?
Was on shotgun. I'm turning it to the other one.
Okay, try something different.
对面的女孩看过来，看过来，看过来。
So communist songs.
I don't know any other non-communist songs.